Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on this Friday, March 20th, 2026. I'm CJ LeMaster, your lead investigative reporter and your host for the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update each and every day right here on WLBT Plus every weekday. We're not here on weekends, but we do have other updates throughout the weekend days as well. Different schedules for different days. Hope you're doing well on this Friday. Got several of you watching right now on our Facebook and YouTube live streams, also on our OTT platforms as well. Welcome. And thanks for joining us. First, we want to start with a situation we're now on day 20, if you will, of the only trial in the state's largest welfare scandal, as jurors continue to deliberate the fate of Ted DiBiase Jr. They're asking the question, did he steal nearly $3 million in taxpayer money, or did he earn it? Of course, he's accused of stealing money meant to help the neediest families here in Mississippi. The former pro wrestler charged with money laundering, theft, wire fraud, and conspiracy. Those 12 jurors deliberating since late yesterday after closing arguments ended. Our Quentin Smith was in the courtroom yesterday as both sides made those final pleas to jurors.
A con man and a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's how the prosecution is describing Ted DiBiase Jr., a man they say stole $2.9 million in welfare funds. However, the defense is painting a different picture of the 43-year-old. They say DiBiase did not commit a crime and he did not steal your tax dollars. Through it all, DiBiase continues to maintain his innocence.
I think he feels fine. You know, everybody's anxious for something like this, but it was a case that needed to go to trial, and, we're done now, and so now it's just up to the jury.
Attorney Scott Gilbert told the jury John Davis is the real culprit. Davis is the former head of the Department of Human Services and has already pleaded guilty in this scandal. Gilbert says Davis was not properly administering the funding, and it was Davis who always approached DiBiase with contracts and money. According to the defense, DiBiase performed legitimate services under his contracts. He performed speaking engagements, appeared in TV and radio ads and commercials, and he also conducted trainings. Gilbert admits he's pleased with the case they've put on, and he hopes it sticks with the jury.
Any lawyer will tell you, you never know what a jury's going to do, so we'll just have to wait and see.
The prosecution also making its final appeal to the jury. Prosecutors described how they think the money flowed. They argue the federal government sent money to DHS. From there, Davis directed the funds to the Family Resource Center of North Mississippi and the Mississippi Community Education Center and ordered those nonprofits to give the money to DiBiase. According to the prosecution, DiBiase's contracts were fake and bogus. He never did nor intended to do any work. They argue none of the money went towards trainings, programs, or operating expenses. Instead, they say the money went towards funding DiBiase's lavish lifestyle. If convicted, DiBiase faces more than 100 years behind bars. The jury will now determine his fate. They'll be back to begin deliberations Friday morning. Reporting outside the federal courthouse in downtown Jackson, I'm Quentin Smith.
And of course, our Quentin is continuing to follow that story, and we'll have updates if we happen to get a verdict today. Since our most recent story on problems at the state's alcohol distribution warehouse in Gluckstadt, we've gotten new details from the Department of Revenue. The agency says that the ABC warehouse is currently operating 6 days a week, and it has shipped more than 80,000 cases in each of the last 3 weeks. But the department has not responded to our request to try to get an updated backlog total. So there's information we don't have. It stood at 199,000 at the time of this hearing we told you about at the state capitol back on February 17th. That backlog is what prompted lawmakers to search for solutions, one of which is a proposed Emergency Alcohol Distribution Act. Now, this would let Mississippi package stores buy alcohol directly from legally authorized sellers, bypassing the ABC warehouse on a temporary basis.
It's not as simple as just get online and order some stuff, because I understand that some of these big manufacturers, not big ones, but all of them, they don't like shipping like 6 bottles of this or 5 bottles of that. You have to order large portions, and a lot of small stores won't be able to do that. So we have to work through that. And there is concern because people still want to see us have a warehouse. There's some concern if we start doing this, could it get away from us?
That bill has been referred to a conference committee. The state's Independent Package Stores Association has some concerns about the bill, saying it's not a fully workable solution, but some stores believe it could help with some added safeguards. Well, Jackson Ward 5 Councilman Vernon Hartley held a town hall meeting last night, giving residents a chance to voice concerns about their neighborhoods. Mayor John Horn also attended as leaders discussed city priorities, including street repairs and public safety.
Crime is probably at the top of everybody's list. Blight is not far behind. The issue with homelessness is not too far behind. We're addressing all those things, but again, it's not going to happen overnight. But we've got to locate the resources and then put those resources in play using a very deliberate and well thought out plan of action.
Now, Hartley says the goal is to build more transparency and collaboration in Ward 5. Jackson State University is working to help address the teacher shortage by connecting some of its own graduates with schools in need. The university's Career Services Center, hosting a national teacher recruitment fair yesterday, was open to all majors and alumni with the goal of placing graduates in K-12 classrooms as teachers. Representatives from more than 50 school districts across the country were there with positions to fill. University leaders say the need for teachers is urgent.
It's designed to give our students an opportunity to speak to multiple school districts from in-state and out-of-state with the goal of having them sign a contract and have an opportunity to teach at one of those various school districts.
So I'm here today as a graduating senior, looking for opportunities to connect with other school districts to see what opportunities they have available to me as I join the education and the workforce.
According to the State Department of Education, there are more than 6,000 teacher vacancies statewide. Got a couple of folks saying hi to us on this Friday. Grayson Ferguson saying hello. Grayson, hope you're doing well. Britt, basically our number one fan. I think she probably watches more consistently than anybody. Saying happy Friday, everyone. Britt, hope you're doing well. Mary saying hello, everyone. Miss Mary, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. And Derdira, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, please correct me. Derdira McGloster saying happy Friday with an emoji. And I want to make sure I get people's names right because my last name gets butchered all the time, Lamaster. So I try to make sure that I do that well. And we do our best to do that. So if you hear us say something wrong on the air, please know that we're doing our best to try to, but sometimes we mess up as everybody does. We want to tell you about another story. The Hinds County Sheriff's Department unveiling a permanent monument yesterday to honor deputies and jailers who have died in the line of duty. Now, this is located outside the headquarters on East Pascagoula Street in downtown Jackson. The monument currently bears the names of 6 deputies and jailers, including Deputy Martin Shields Jr. and former Sheriff Lee Vance. Current Sheriff Tyree Jones says it's important to remember and honor those who died while in office.
As their names are forever etched in our hearts, we can now see them etched in stone, a permanent reminder to every visitor who walk these grounds that courage live here, sacrifice live here, and heroes serve here.
This monument bears the name of 6 who stood as pillars to our community. May we remember them with gratitude and strive to make our county and our nation safer.
The families of the honorees were among those at yesterday's ceremony as well. Would you spend $30 for a shot at getting $1 million in return? Well, a Pearl resident did just that, and it certainly paid off. That lucky player is the state's first big winner in the Millionaire Maker scratch-off game. The winning ticket was sold at a convenience store called Gas and Grub in Florence. And of course, lottery officials quick to point out that some of the proceeds from the tickets you buy help support local schools and state infrastructure.
So we will be 7 years old this year, lucky number 7. We're excited about that. We have a few special things planned to celebrate. But in 7 years, we have generated over $780 million back to the state. That's gone to repair roads, bridges, to the Education Enhancement Fund. So that's nearly $1 billion that we've been able to generate and give back. So we're very excited about that.
There's also a Mississippi Lottery app that lets you scan the barcode on your ticket to find out if it's a winner. And also, in many cases, you can do a second chance option. So if your ticket's not a winner, you can use the app and get another chance to possibly win. That is all the time we have. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Renee Malone saying hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Miss Renee, I did not want to forget about you. But thanks to everybody for watching and joining us on this Friday, March 20th, already mostly through the month of March. Your First Alert weather team will be in here at 2:30 to give you an idea of what to expect for our weekend, a beautiful forecast ahead, and of course, next week, more spring-like temperatures since we're now officially in the month of spring. And of course, our early evening newscasts start at 4 o'clock on air, online, and of course on our OTT platforms. For everyone here at WLBT News, I'm CJ LeMaster, your lead investigative reporter and your host for the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update. We appreciate you watching and hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday and a great weekend.